Okay, I'm doing this for a friend just to show the pelleted bedding. That's the brand. And I'm just going to take the bag and try to tear it open with my hands. Hang on. Might get to see the barn cat. One of the barn cats. She knows there's a mouse over there, so she tries to get the mouse. So I'm just going to take the pelleted bedding, pour it in my bucket, just like that. I'm going to take my hose and fill her up. Uh-oh. I'm just doing one bag because that's all he needs in here right now. So we go through, probably about a bag a week just by keeping the stall clean. I sift foot every day. There's always a pink spot in the middle, and I just clean that up, scoop it out. I just scoop out the wet stuff. You see, this is already coming apart. It's already coming apart. So, just about got it full. And then we'll give it a minute and soak up the water. So I'll take the hose back out of here in my bag. And go over here in the barn. Now the bedding I just showed you was actually what we bought from Tractor Supply. Now this bedding, Starlight Pet's Choice Premium Animal Bedding, that's the stuff that takes forever to expand. Forever. I mean, 20-30 minutes it takes it. I've used Equine Fresh and Woody Pet, and both of those expand really good, real fast, no problems. But it's Patterson is this brand. Patterson. Alright, let's go back over here to the muck bucket and we'll see where we're at. See, it's just about all falling apart now. And it's only been a minute or so. I don't ever put just the pellets in there. I just always wet it, and then it expands. Wait a few minutes. Usually I wait about 5 minutes and go do something else. You know, do the water, whatever, you know. But, like I said, now the muck fork I've been using, we've got two different ones. If I'm in a hurry and I'm not going to do a really good job of sifting through everything, I've got this one. And you see the tines are, maybe not quite an inch apart. And then, but the one I really like to use because I can do a better job with it, the tines are a lot closer together. It's also a basket one, but the tines are maybe a ½ inch thick. So that's part of the difference right there, because with the other fork, with about an inch difference, you're going to end up with some of the smaller pieces being left behind in the bedding. So, like I said, I like the one with the closer tines unless I'm in a hurry. That's why I have two different ones down here. And then also because of Spec, he has free access to go in and out, but yet he always chooses to do what? Use the bathroom in his stall area. Don't you, Spec? Yeah, go ahead and, I'm boring, see? Anyway, back over here, and we've been doing a lot of work on our barn too. I've been posting pictures, but that's where we're at so far. Still got to do the ceiling, but we got that wall up. Still got to get another black piece to go across the top. I forget what they call that piece. Some kind of edge piecing. And then I've been in the stall next to where I've been keeping RC is where I got my show cart, and I've been grooming him at and stuff. So anyway, that's probably been long enough now. I'll just bring it back over here and then just dump it. And see, some of it still kind of looks like pellets. And it's kind of heavy because of the water. But you can just dump it out. And usually it'll take a time or two because that in the bottom that expanded has gotten packed in there pretty tight. And this stuff dries out pretty good too, even in wet weather, as long as you're inside a barn where it's not going to get, you know, rain blowed in on it. But anyway, get this out of the way. And a lot of the times, if I want to kind of mix it in with what's already there, I'll just take my muck fork and just kind of shake it all over the place. You don't have to do that. You can kind of just kick it around if you want. Just whatever. But, and it's still, even though I topped it off with water and filled it up pretty good, it still didn't, you know, reach the point of totally being saturated. So even though it's kind of wet, it will still soak up some of the urine. But what it ends up, once it dries up real good and finishes breaking down, you end up with a really nice, like, sawdust type. And I love it because you can really sift through that. So, that's it. It didn't take me 6 minutes, and it probably would have been 5 minutes maximum if I'd have had a helper down here and wouldn't have been doing stuff one-handed. But I'll just kind of kick it around, and it gets mixed in with the other stuff. And then whenever it starts to get to the point what's left in here, usually if I know I'm fixing to add a bag, I won't wet it. But like tomorrow morning, I'll probably have to wet it to keep it from getting real dusty, because it'll get dusty. And usually during the summertime, you might have to, if it's really dry weather, or if you got a fan going on it all the time, then you'll probably have to wet it down once a day. Just take your hose and kind of sprinkle it all over, and then that just kind of keeps the dust down. And the horses' coats stay really nice and clean with it too.